Join us as we ask questions around the campus about nursing conceptual models.
So, hi, I'm here with
Roy and Naya
okay, and taking up the course.
is GE.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you nursing questions about conceptual models, and then we're going to actually answer with two options. So, first option is that we're gonna be given choices to answer. However, your prices are gonna be like candies lang. However, for question two, you're going to answer without choices, but your price is gonna be bigger. Which option are you gonna choose?
First.
Our first option, so which choices? Okay, so which one of these choices is a nursing meta paradigm? First, politics. Second, society. Third choice, environment. Or fourth, culture.
C.
See? Wait, that's actually correct. Correct.
Talking about environment, let's dwell onto a nursing conceptual model which was constructed by Martha Rogers, wherein it gives importance to our interaction with the environment for our well-being.
So Martha Rogers, right? Her conceptual model is a unitary human being, wherein she believed that humans are seen as a whole and not as parts. Her meta paradigm also revolved around how the human beings is an open system towards our environment, and how our interaction with it is a vital aspect to maintaining a person's well-being. She also talked about energy fields, wherein this is identified by its pattern, flow, and organization circulating around our body and throughout the environment. As for its practice in nursing, it aims to change the energy flow between humans and the environment using all non-invasive nursing actions such as art, leisure, humor, entertainment, theater, and basically the like. So to sum it all up, this model focuses on channeling the flow within us and our environment for our well-being, and that nurses exist to serve in a way to alleviate pain and provide therapy while being open to use non-invasive nursing actions.
And that basically sums up the conceptual model of Martha Rogers on the unitary human being.
Hi, I'm here with
I'm Romano. I'm Jacob.
okay, and taking up the course.
Bachelor of Culture and Arts Education.
Same program.
Okay, wow. Okay, so I'm going to be asking you questions regarding nursing conceptual models, and then so you're gonna get Pringles
Choices.
choices, okay? Choices.
go.
So for your question, their theories focuses on each individual's ability to perform self-care, defined as the practice of activities that individuals initiate and perform on their own behalf in maintaining life, health, and well-being. Her model is named Self-Care Deficit Nursing Theory. So, okay, so the choices pala are Martha Rogers, Betty Newman, or Dorothea Oren. Again?
Dorothea.
Are you sure?
Sure na lang.
How about you? Sure.
Sure.
So, the answer is correct. It's
Hey.
Dorothea Oren. So, fair prize.
Hello, oh my God. Oh my God. Ang dami nila na
Yay! Sige, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yay!
Dorothea Orm's theory, right? So it focuses on each individual's ability to perform self-care. It is the practice of activities that individuals initiates and performs on their own behalf in maintaining life, health, and well-being. Orm's theory consists of three conceptual theories, which include self-care, taking the time to do things that will help you live well. Next is the self-care deficit. This is an inability to perform certain daily functions related to health, such as bathing and dressing. Next is the nursing systems. This includes how the patient's self-care needs will be met by the nurse, the patient, or by both. Self-care has three subcomponents. First is the self-care agency, a multidimensional concept in Orm's self-care deficit nursing theory. Includes decision-making, motivation, energy, and knowledge necessary to perform self-care actions. Basic conditioning factors affect individuals' development and exercise in-house self-care agency. Next is the self-care requisites, which are also known as activities of daily living or assist in relation to universal development and health deviation. This is the maintenance of a sufficient intake of air, water, and food. And finally, the need for therapeutic self-care demand. It evaluates total activity needed to meet the individual's self-care and the moment of, or even over a period of time. Examples are food, air, water, elimination, and etc. For the next model, we have Newman Systems Model. So, according to Betty Newman, nursing is a unique profession that is concerned with all the variables affecting an individual's response to stress. So, Newman Systems Model is a unique system-based perspective that provides a unifying focus for approaching a wide range of nursing concerns. It is based the person's relationship to stress, response, and reconstruction factors that are progressive in nature. So, this model includes four meta-paradigms, that is the person, health, environment, and nursing. The Newman model is based on the philosophy that each person is layered multi-dimensional being. Newman also views health as wellness, a mixture of the internal and external forces that surround a person and how they interact at any time. The person is seen as a whole, therefore the nursing focus should be on the whole person. So, Newman describes human as having several lines of defense which protect the core, the central structure that makes us uniquely human. Before reaching the core, we have the line of resistance. These lines represent the internal factors that aid the person defend against stressor. This is involuntarily activated when a stressor invades the normal line of defense. It attempts to establish the client system in a posture to return normal line of defense. Next is the normal line of defense. It is the person's state of equilibrium or the state of adaptation developed and maintained over time and which is considered normal for the person. So, it is composed of 5 variables. First is the physiological. It refers to bodily structure and function. Next is the psychological. It refers to mental processes in interaction with the environment. Next is the socio-cultural, or the effects and influences of social and cultural conditions. And then, the spiritual, or beliefs and influences related to spirituality. Next is the development, or the age-related processes and activities throughout life.
So, behavioral system model. The goal of this model is to maintain equilibrium within the patient. This can be done by monitoring and assessing a patient's behavior. To help nurses to do this task, there are 7 subsystems that should be followed for nurses to provide the best quality care, which are 1. Ingestive. This is the intake of needed resources like vitamin-packed foods that can provide the needed nutrition for the patient. 2. Eliminative. The release of physical waste which healthcare providers are responsible for cleaning up and providing sanitary care to the patient to avoid health problems. 3. Affiliative. Development and maintenance of interpersonal relationships. This could include friends and connections to people. 4. Dependency. Obtaining assistance from others to complete tasks. If the patient is unable to accomplish a task by himself, assistance should be provided. 5. Sexual. This involves bodily pleasure, which includes sexual activities. 6. Aggressive. Response to threats that ensure survival. This could involve things that are unknown to the patient. And lastly, 7. Achievement. Mastery to oneself to produce desired effects. So in summary, by continually assessing and monitoring the subsystems and also correcting what is lacking, healthcare professionals must provide the best quality care for the patient so that the patient can have a better time while he or she is in a recovery process. So, adaptation model. The goal of this model is to help the patient to adapt to his or her current situation regarding his or her health so that there is a much longer life expectancy. And if faced with inevitable death, the patient can die with dignity. So to make this possible, we must follow the key concepts and base our actions with the meta-paradigm of this model, which includes health, person, environment, and nursing. For the patient or client to adapt to his new situation, we must assist or help in maintaining the patient's physiological aspect. This includes the maintenance of cleanliness within the patient's body to make sure that there isn't any more unwanted problems that could occur because of negligence. Next is, we must assess a person's psychological aspect to maintain a stable and healthy mental state. This can be made by assessing the patient's self-concept, role function, and its interdependence. And as nurses, there should be a continuous monitoring of the patient's health, including physical and mental health. The reason being, health and illness always coexist. Therefore, if there is health, there's always the presence of illness. We should always take a look into the patient's environment. The reason being, the environment plays a big role in the adaptation process of a patient. You must provide a pleasing environment for the patient for him to have a better time while recovering. So, to sum this all up, we must provide holistic care to the patient to further provide the best care. And also, we must assess the patient's behavior, diagnose the stimuli that is affecting the patient, and plan a course of action to apply nursing intervention. And then lastly, evaluate if the intervention is effective.
Good day, everyone. Now, let us discuss how the theory of Imogen King guides in nurses and helping patients achieve their goals. Imogen King theory was goals attainment was first introduced in the 1960s. From the title itself, the model focuses on the attainment of certain life goals. It contains that the nurse and patient go in hand, communicating information that goes together and take action to achieve those goals. So, the factors affecting the attachment of goals, rules, stress, space, and time. Let us now discuss how Imogen King defined the nursing meta-paradigm, or the person, health, environment, and nursing. To help nurses understand her work, she defined several terms which includes the patients defined as a social being who has three fundamental needs. First, the need for health information. Second, the need for care that take to prevent illness. And third, need for care when the patient is unable to help him or herself. She also explains health as involving the patient life experiences, including adjustment, distressors in the internal and external environment by using the resources available. The environment defined as a background for human interaction involves an internal environment which transforms energy to enable people adjust to external environment changes, and involves external environment which if formal and informal organization. Nursing is a process of action, reaction, and interaction and internation whereby nurse and client share information about their perspectives in the nursing situation. The nurse and client share specific goals, problems, and concern and explore how to achieve a goal. Communication between nurse and client can be verbal or non-verbal. The final interacting system is the social system. This shows that the nurse interaction with co-workers, superiors, subordinates, and the client environment in the general. These are the groups of people which in the community or social they shared the common goals, values, and interests. It provides a framework for social interactions and relationships and establish rules of behaviors and course of action. Out of this concept, King used 10 major concepts from the personal or interpersonal system to support the theory of goal attainment. Those concepts includes human interactions, perception, communication, rule, stress, time, space, growth, and development and transaction. Application of nursing theory. Nursing education. King's interacting system has been used to design the nursing curriculum and framework for nursing education. It provides a systematic means of viewing the nursing profession. Nursing education programs must prepare nursing students. Nursing research. King's theory has been one of the theoretical bases of some researchers that help in formulating a system view of application of the nursing practice. And lastly, the nursing practice. Professionals have used King's theory in different specialized areas. Professionals need communication, goal-oriented. It has been applied to different professional practice settings such as in nursing administration, theory-based practice in the emergency department, in tertiary hospital, and in the community. Myra is stream divine. Major concept. Adaptation is the process of change and integration of the organism in which the individual retains integrity or wholeness. It is possible to have degrees of adaptation. Conservation. Conservation includes joining together and is the product of adaptation. In her meta-paradigm, she defines person as a holistic being who constantly strives to preserve wholeness and integrity, and one who is sentient, thinking, future-oriented, and past-aware. Environment. The environment completes the wholeness of the individual. The individual has both an internal and external. Health. Levine, 1991, clarified what she meant by health as the avenue of return to the daily activities compromised by ill health. It is not only the insult or the injury that is prepared, but the person himself or herself. In her application, in education, it introduced new material into the curricula and presented an early discussion of death and dying. Research. Researchers have used to conservation principles as a framework to guide research in wide-ranging clinical situations, confusing in hospitalized older adults, critical care, use of music, therapy in acute care, neonatal nursing, fatigue in cancer patient.